Hello everyone, Josh here with Anime Impact, bringing us some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel. Today we got some huge leaks. The brought back Zane event is basically here, but with that we had a maintenance, and usually after we get a maintenance, sometimes we get some nice spicy leaks, and again we did just that. So thank you so much, XOF, Dragon, Yazin, our typical leakers. So thank you guys so much, our data miners, for doing that for us. So anyways, if you guys want to get these data mined before I do the video, be sure to join us in the Discord below. You can find the link in the description and go to the data mines channel, and we'll always keep you guys up to date with the latest leaks. So as you can see, the new mini box has been leaked, and it is Power of Bravery mini box. So you can see the artwork there. You got Power Toll Dragon just chilling, looking pretty dope. And then we also have a Seto Kaiba birthday celebration, which I've been telling you guys for the longest time that Seto Kaiba's birthday is in October. It's in late October, and we now are getting a celebration event. As you guys can see there, he has a he's getting a mat and sleeves. We're also getting those for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Championship Series for Yusei. He's also getting mat and sleeves, as you guys can see. So there's the two new mats and sleeves that we're getting. I actually love those mats and sleeves for Kaiba. I totally want to rock those out. They actually look really, really good. I like them. So I totally want to rock those out. You can even see the details. Until October 30th, 2018, 1,530 hours. October 25th is Seto Kaiba's birthday, which I've been telling you guys for a long time now. Challenge the campaign exclusive mission to receive special card sleeves. So we're going to be getting those. Play 10 duels as Kaiba during the campaign to receive exclusive Seto Kaiba birthday accessories. Now, this is kind of fitting because this is kind of why I predicted that was probably going to get something more with Blue Eyes once I noticed that Silver's Cry was in the last box, because I was like, you know what? This is Seto Kaiba's birthday this month. They're probably doing that, because it's his birthday. So they're giving a little bit of love to Blue Eyes, and it makes more sense now that we got a Blue Eyes EX deck and all this other stuff, because it all kind of fits in. Still no word of Obelisk though. Still no word of Obelisk. I was hoping that Kaiba would have gave us at least an Obelisk, or maybe, and we're talking really loose here, one of alternative Blue Eyes, but that might be asking for way too much as a free card. But nonetheless, we're getting that very, very soon. Now, on to the actual card leaks in the new box. Again, the new box is called Power of Bravery, and it is a mini box. So guys, mini boxes are not dead. It was just a special thing that they did because having main box after main box because of 5D's release. So thank goodness mini boxes are not dead, thankfully. Whew. So, let's jump into some of the cards here. So we got Morph Transition. Activate only when a face of Morphogenic monster you control is selected as an attack target. Negate the attack and change the battle position of the selected Morphogenic monster. You can go and see the card art right here. Alright. We got Natori, Butterfly, and I'm going to be going through these pretty quick. Once per turn, when your opponent's monster declares an attack, you can send the top card of your deck to the graveyard and negate that attack. 500 attack, 1200 defense. It is a level 3 tuner, and you can see the card here. And it is a Natori as well. So it can be special summon with the other Natori monsters we already have in the game that we've had for a long time back in the Phoenix box. So very, very cool there. They're getting a little bit of love there with some tuner support. Alright. Now, on to some scrap monsters. We've got Atomic Scrap Dragon, level 10 Dragon Synchro, 1 scrap tuner plus 2 or more non-tuner monsters, which basically, spoiler alert, where it means we're probably going to get a tuner scrap monster. Once per turn, you can select 1 card you control and up to 3 cards in your opponent's graveyard. Destroy your selected card and return the opponent's cards to the deck. When this card is destroyed by your opponent's card, either by battle or by card effect, sent to the graveyard, select 1 non-synchro scrap monster from your graveyard and special summon it. 3,200 attack and 2,400 defense. Now, he's going to be pretty hard, I feel like, to get out, but his stats kind of make it worth it. 3,200 attack is pretty high. And there you go. Pretty cool looking artwork there. Alright. Now we got Scrap Golem, level 5 rock effect, 2,300 attack, 1,400 defense. Go and show the card art first. There we go. Once per turn, you can select 1 level 4 or lower scrap monster in your graveyard and special summon it to either player's side of the field. So you can use that in some kind of strategic manner. Perhaps maybe even block out your opponent for whatever reason. I'm sure there's some combos you can get off of that. Guts of Steel. Select 3 scrap monsters in your graveyard. Your opponent picks one of them. You can special summon it to either player side of the field and remove the rest from play. And there you go, Guts of Steel. Okay. Scrap Chimera, level 4 beast effect, 1700 attack, 500 defense. This card cannot be used as a synchro material monster except for the synchro summon of a scrap monster, and all other synchro material monsters must also be scrap monsters. When this card is normal summon, you can select 1 scrap tuner monster in your graveyard and special summon it. So scraps are built really around some special summoning a lot. So hey, scraps could be maybe a thing. I don't know. We'll see. There's the card art. Looks pretty dope. It's like a big lion with the birds. I mean, it's got the snake tail. I mean, it's a chimera. That's what it's supposed to look like. But it's pretty cool to see like a metallic chimera. I like it. All right. Memory of an Adversary. This is a regular trap. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, you take damage equal to the attacking monster's attack. And if you do, banish that monster. During the end phase of your opponent's next turn, special summon that monster to your side of the field. Wow, okay. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, you take damage equal to the attacking monster's attack. And if you do, banish that monster. So if somebody attacks you, for example, with like a Blue Eyes for 3k, and you just eat the damage, and then they end their turn and you banish that Blue Eyes, you now get that Blue Eyes on your side of the field. That's amazing. The problem is you have to wait a while because it says during the end phase of your opponent's next turn. So you would have to be able to survive a whole, whatever is left of that turn plus a whole other turn. So you'd want to run that with maybe like Life Boost Alpha with a lot of life point regen traps. For example, you could run this with golden apples and it would be absolutely disgusting. This card with golden apples would be disgusting. Absolutely. So wow, could be interesting to see that even possibly in an endless Shrapnel deck. Like, oh, very interesting. As long as you have ways, like maybe you can even run golden ladybug. If you have ways to stall and regain life points, this trap could be disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Could be a really good farm card too. Not a bad trap. I wasted too much time on that trap, but it piqued my interest. Very interesting. All right, scrap lube. Some lube. Oh, Konami. You shouldn't have. All right, so we got a continuous spell card. Select 1 scrap monster in your graveyard. Special summon that monster from your graveyard. Its effects are negated. When this card is removed from the field, destroy that monster. When that monster is removed from the field, destroy this card. You cannot conduct your battle phase the turn you activate this card. And there's the card art. There you go. All right, Morphogenic Engine. Level 4 machine effect, 1200 attack, 800 defense. While in attack position, once per turn, you contribute 1 Morphogenic monster except Morphogenic Engine to destroy 1 card on the field. While in defense position, if this card will be destroyed, you can destroy another Morphogenic monster you control instead. And there you go. Waiting for the card art to load. There we go. Nice. Interesting. Okay. All right, we got Vylon Cube. Machine, tuner, level 3, 800 attack and defense. There's the card art. If this card is sent to the graveyard for the synchro summon of a light monster, you can add 1 equipped spell card from your deck to your hand. So, of course, that's definitely, they're wanting you to kind of really use that with Power Tool, because Power Tool's biggest gimmick is equipped spells. So, there you go. Junk Box. Select and special summon 1 level 4 or lower Morphogenic monster from your graveyard. Destroy it during the end phase. So, you're probably going to be trying to get this to set up with a combo. You're going to want to use this in tangent with a combo. Like, you're going to want to do it on that turn. Otherwise, you just wasted it. So, you can use that for either a synchro summon or to get any other kind of combos off with your other Morphogenics. So, very cool, though. You know, more special summoning, the better. Scrap Breaker, level 6 machine effect, 2100 attack, 700 defense. If your opponent controls a monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. When this card is special summoned this way, select 1 face-up scrap monster you control and destroy it. There's the card art. Pretty damn ugly there. Quick Plays, Destruction Swordsman Fusion. Fusion summon 1 fusion monster that lists Buster Blader as materials from your extra deck, using monsters from your hand or either side of the field as fusion materials. It's like a super poly for Buster Blader fusions. If this card is in your graveyard, you can send one card from your hand to the graveyard. Add this card to your hand. What? You can only use each effective Destruction Swordsman fusion once per turn. Nani? Wow. Okay, so very, very interesting. Okay. That card could see some play because Blue Eyes is going to be a big thing now. I could see Buster Blader being a thing now too. Especially with having their own quick play spell now. Okay. Oh, wow. That is pretty nice, actually. That's okay. Well, look out for that card to see some play here very, very soon, guys. Wow, okay. Vylon Element. Did I show the card art? In case I didn't. There you go. Looks pretty dope. I like it. All right, we got Vylon Element, continuous spell. When any face of Vylon equipped spell card you control are destroyed, except during the damage step, you can special summon any an equal or lower number of Vylon tuner monsters from your deck. They cannot be used as a synchro material monster except for the synchro summon of a Vylon synchro monster. All right. So far we're seeing a lot of support for Morphogenics and Scrap and Vylon. All right, Natoria, Leo Drake, or Natura. It doesn't really matter how you say it, guys. Level 9 Beast, Synchro, 1 Earth Tuner plus 1 or more non-Tuner Earth monster, 3,000 attack. And this guy is not hard to summon in a Sylvan deck, by the way. In a Sylvan deck, this guy can be summoned pretty damn easily. You could try to run it in the Natoria deck, but I don't know, man. It might be better in a Sylvan deck, honestly. 3,000 attack. He ain't playing, bro. He ain't playing. All right, Scrap Searcher, level 1, Wing Beast effect, 100 attack, 300 defense. When a Scrap monster you control except Scrap Searcher is destroyed and sent to the graveyard while this card is in the graveyard, you can special summon this card from your graveyard. That's a lot of graveyards. Once this card is special summoned, destroy all face-up monsters you control except Scrap monsters. So, again, they have a huge gimmick of special summoning, and more special summoning. They should just call it Special Summon instead of Scrap. Alright, D-Synchro. Target 1 Synchro monster on the field. Return that target to the extra deck. Then if all other monsters that were used for the Synchro summon of that monster in the graveyard, you could special summon all of them. Oh my god. That's going to make... Oh, that's going to save so much time farming for Synchro summon mats, like Stardust Dragon or Rose Dragon, for example. This card is going to save my life farming for those mats. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Konami, for giving me a really good farm card. Thank you so much. And honestly, low key, if you use this with Azure Eyes, mama. Okay, so I'm already, my gears are going here. The brain has awoken. All right, Highland Stella, level 3 Fairy Tuner, 1400 attack, 200 defense. That's our second Fairy Tuner we have now. Damn. Fairy Smile gonna get some love? What? If this card is sent from the monster card zone to the graveyard, you can pay 500 life points and target 1 monster you control. Equip this card to that target at the end of the damage step. If this equipped monster battle an opponent's monster, destroy that opponent's monster. Wow, that's actually a pretty good freaking tuner, actually. That's actually one of our better tuners then. That and Full Helm Knight, like, they both have really good effects. That's actually not a half bad effect at all. Highland Stella, not bad. Not bad at all. Alright. Morphogenic Remoten, level 3 Machine Tuner, 300 attack, 1200 defense. There's a card art. Once per turn, while in attack position, you can target 1 Morphogenic monster in your graveyard, banish that target, and add 1 Morphogenic monster with the same level as the target from your deck to your hand. Once per turn, while in defense position, you can send 1 Morphogenic monster from your hand to the graveyard and add 1 other Morphogenic monster with the same level as that monster from your graveyard to your hand. Alright. Scrap. Orthros, level 4 Beast Tuner, 1700 and 1100 defense. This card cannot be normal summoned or set. This card can only be special summoned by controlling a face-up scrap monster. When special summoned this way, select one face-up scrap monster you control and destroy it. If this card is destroyed by the effect of a scrap card and sent to the graveyard, you can select one scrap monster in your graveyard, except scrap Orthros, and add it to your hand. And there's the card art. Alright, nice. Alright, Morphogenic Engine, level 3 Machine Tuner, 800 attack, 1400 defense. There is the card art. Alright, while in attack position, once per turn, you can special summon one level 4 Morphogenic monster from your hand, destroy it during the end phase. While in defense position, while this card is in face-up defense position, it is level 4. Okay, so that's, of course, level manipulation for your synchro summons. Violon, Filament, equip only to a Violon monster. If the equipped monster attacks, your opponents cannot activate any spell or trap cards until the end of the damage step. If this face-up card on the field is sent to the graveyard, you can add one Violon spell card from your deck to your hand. So it's got some draw power. Nice. All right. Whew. Morphogenic Cell Phone. Level 1 machine effect, 100 attack and defense. There it is. While in attack position, once per turn, you can roll a 6-sided die, reveal cards from the top of your deck equal to the roll, and special summon one level 4 or lower Morphogenic monster from among them, ignoring the summoning conditions, shuffle the rest into the deck. While in defense position, once per turn, you can roll a 6-sided die, look at the cards from the top of your deck equal to the roll, then return them in the same order. You guys have probably noticed that card was being played when you were farming against Leo. Windup Soldier. So we're getting some windups here. We already have I think 3 in the game. One of them is a really good card I use all the time. Windup Juggler. Very good. Level 4 Warrior effect. 1800 attack, 1200 defense. During your main phase, you can increase this card's level by 1 and attack by 400 until the end phase. This effect can only be used once while this card is face up on the field. So it's got the whole gimmick of when it's face up on the field, I can only use this effect one time. If it is like sent to the graveyard and then recycled back with like a powerful rebirth, for example, you can then use the effect again, you know, etc., etc. So he can essentially become over a 2k beat stick. Not bad. And he can increase his level to 5, so you can run with a beat down deck. Beat down windups, anybody? So there's the card art, looking pretty dope. I like it. Reminds me of Metabots. Shout out to the 90s, early 2000s Metabots. Anybody? Yeah, comment section. You know what I'm talking about? All right. Double Tool C and D. Equip only to a Power Tool Dragon or level 4 or higher machine type Morphogenic monster you control. While equipped, during your turn, it gains 1000 attack. If it attacks, any effects of the attack target that activate or apply on the field are negated during the battle phase. Now, this could be very clutch against you, Bell. During your opponent's turn, your opponent cannot select a monster other than the equipped monster as an attack target. An opponent's monster that battles the equipped monster is destroyed at the end of the damage step. So, very powerful. Very, very powerful card. Pretty dang disgusting equip spell, honestly. Morphogenics. They got so much support from this. So did Scrap. Scrap got like so much stuff. I'd have to go back and look at the actual full TCG list for support for both Scrap and Morphogenics, because I know they didn't get all of it, but man, did they get a lot. Scrap Worm, level 2 Insect Tuner, 500 attack, 100 defense. This card can attack your opponent directly. If this card attacks, it is destroyed at the end of the battle phase. If this card is destroyed by the effect of a Scrap card and sent to the graveyard, you can select one Scrap monster in your graveyard except Scrap Worm and add it to your hand. So a lot of recycling and a lot of special summoning with Scrap monsters. Holy crap. There you go. Ugly Mother. Buster Whelp of the Destruction Swordsman. Dragon Tuner effects. We got another level 1 Dragon Tuner. Level 4, attack 400 and defense 300. There's the card art. It actually looks really, really cool. Actually, like, it's a little cute little dragon. I tell you what. When this card is normal summoned, you can add one Destruction Sword card from your deck to your hand. Just apps. Are we gonna get a meta deck of actual Buster Blader? Is this gonna happen? Is it happening now? Is it unfolding before our very eyes? This is okay. You're taking a very brick heavy deck, a deck that was never very consistent, but it had good monsters, had good fusions, but it was just never consistent. And now they're giving us some cards that can make it consistent, especially when it's going to be a very hard counter against another strong meta deck that's going to be coming, especially post-nerf, which will be Blue Eyes. So this is going to be, okay, this meta is going to be shaping up to be very, very interesting indeed. You can only use one of the following effects of Buster Whelp of Destruction Swordsman per turn and only once per turn. You can tribute this card, special summon one Buster Blader from your hand or graveyard. Hand or graveyard. If it said deck, that'd be busted. If this card is in your graveyard and you control Buster Blader, you can discard one Destruction Sword card, special summon this card. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. Violon, Epsilon, level 8, Fairy Synchro effects. We got some more fairy love here. 2800 attack, 1200 defense, 1 light tuner plus 1 or more non-tuner monsters. Equipped cards equipped to this card cannot be targeted by cards or effects. Once per turn, you can send one equipped card equipped to this card to the graveyard to target one monster your opponent controls, destroy that target. Now this could be interesting. Now this card can be interesting. There is quite a few equipped spell cards in the game right now, especially some good ones. And okay, there is definitely some combos you can pull with this card, for sure. For sure. Okay, very interesting. Okay, I like that. I like that synchro. I got some ideas. All right, counter trap, Morphogenic Force Field. Negate the activation of a spell or trap card that would destroy a face-up Morphogenic monster you control and destroy it. Add one Morphogenic card from your deck to your hand. So not only does it destroy, it's a counter trap, so I don't even think Wiz can even touch it. And you get a free draw. That's great. That's perfect. I like it. Not bad. Morphogenics, get some love here. All right. Rod of Silence. Rod of Silence, yeah. KS. The equipped monster gains 500 defense. Negate other spell effects that target the equipped monster, and if you do, destroy that spell card. There we go. Rod of Silence. Morphogenic Accelerator. Return one Morphogenic monster from your hand to the deck, destroy one card on the field, and draw one card. Whoo! Yeah! Yeah! There you go. Not only do you replace the card in your hand with another card that you draw, you also get to destroy a card. It's almost like you get a free destruction, because it's not a 1-for-1. Because technically the card that you're using isn't even being lost. It's going back into your deck. So yeah, you're -1 in your hand, but then you get that -1 back because you get the free draw. So it's like you're getting a +1 with Accelerator. I mean, yeah, you're losing a card in your hand, but you're also taking a card off the field. And to me, personally, I feel having more board control in this game is better than having card advantage in hand, if that makes sense. I feel like in Duel Links, I feel like board control is more important. Like if you looked at most of the current meta we've had, taking care of the board has just been extremely crucial. Because if you start letting people get a lot of board presence, even if you have 7, 8, 9 cards in your hand, they may have a counter for everything. So it's like, I guess you lose a little bit on your hand advantage depending on what the situation is, you know, what point you do this. But being able to basically trade off a card and grab another card, and that top deck card could be better than the card that you sack back to the deck. So, hey, it's almost like a better version of Switcheroo in a sense. Very, very cool. All right. Overwind. Target one face-up wind-up monster you control. Its attack and defense are doubled, and it returns to the hand during the end phase. Oh, that's so disgusting with Juggler. Oh, that is so disgusting with Juggler. Because you can use Juggler's effect, pop Overwind if you need to, and then you get that Juggler back to your hand, and then you can put it back on the field again next turn or whatever, and reuse its effect yet again. Unbelievable. That could be a tilter. That could totally be a tilter. All right, and there's card art, by the way. Okay. Legendary Wind-Up Key. Change all face-up wind-up monsters you control to face-down defense position. Oh, man. Spike you with chain, anybody? Please. And that's a quick play as well. Holy crap. Wind up Spike Shield stall deck incoming, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, Scrap Sheen. Select one face-up scrap monster you control and destroy it. All face-up scrap monsters you control gain 1,000 attack until the end phase. And with all the special summoning they do, you could probably set that up with some kind of scrap OTK. So that is a quick play as well. So very, very good. Alright. Whew, so many cards. Morphogenic Scramble. Activate only when your opponent declares a direct attack while you control no monsters. Negate the attack and special summon one Morphogenic monster from your hand. There you go. Free summons. Gotta love it. Cool. Vylon segment. Equip only to a Vylon monster. It cannot be targeted by the opponent's monster effects or trap effects. If this face-up card on the field is sent to the graveyard, you can add one Vylon spell card from your deck to your hand. And there you go. Vylon segment. Guardian KS. Level 4, Sea Serpent effect, 1,000 attack, 1,800 defense. Cannot be special summoned unless you control a face-up Rod of Silence. KS, the card is unaffected by spell effects and can not be targeted for attacks, but does not prevent your opponent from attacking you directly. So very interesting there. It's like a level 4 version of Legendary Fisherman, except you do have a little bit of a requirement to even get on the field, so that could be a downer for this card, seeing any kind of play, because it does need Rod of Silence. So, we'll see. Scrap Hunter, level 3 machine effect. Sorry, I'm starting to lose my voice here. Whew. These box reviews kill me. And leaks. 1,600 attack, 400 defense. Once per turn, you can select one face-up scrap monster you control, except this card, destroy one, and send one tuner from your deck to your graveyard. And there's the card art. Nice. How many we got left? We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. Whew. Bear with me. If you've made it this far, wow. Enjoy the journey. Morphogenic Engine. Equip only to a level 3 Morphogenic monster. Its attack becomes double its original attack during your second standby phase. After this card's activation, destroy this card and take damage equal to the original attack of the equipped monster. So you do want to run this and use it quick. Get the effects off as fast as possible. Alright. Power Pickaxe. Once per turn, you can select and remove from play one monster in your opponent's graveyard whose level is less than or equal to the equipped monster, and have the equipped monster gain 500 attack until the end phase. So, do some kind of banish shenanigans. Alright. Morphogenic Radion. Level 4, Thunder Effect, 1,000 attack, 900 defense. While in attack position, Morphogenic monsters you control gain 800 attack. While in defense position, Morphogenic monsters you control gain 1,000 defense. Morphogenic Spike Shield? I could just run Spike Shield with most of this box, man. Alright, there we go. Wow. He'd be at 1,900 defense and 1,000 attack. And then if you popped a Spike Shield with Chain, whoo! Not to mention, he boosts everybody's defense up. So, oh my. And they're attacked by 800. That's still pretty good, too. Man. Okay. Scrap Storm. Target one scrap monster you control. Send one scrap monster from your deck to the graveyard. Then draw one card. Then destroy that monster. Quick play spell. There you go. Scrap Shark. Fish effect level 4. 2,100 attack. 0 defense. One effect monster's effect or a spell trap card is activated. Destroy this face-up card on the field. If this card is destroyed by the effect of a scrap card and sent to the graveyard, you can send one scrap monster from your deck to the graveyard. And there you go. So he doesn't have any requirements to where he can't attack or anything like that. But if any of those things like spell or trap or monster effect is activated, he's pretty much screwed for being on the field. But 2,100 attack, not bad. Pretty cool. Interesting. Alright, we're almost there, guys. Whew. Vylon Sigma, level 7 Fairy Synchro effects. We're getting some more Fairy Synchros. 1,800 attack, 1,000 defense, 1 light tuner plus 1 or more non-tuner light monster. When this card declares an attack, if it is the only monster you control, you can equip one equipped spell card from your deck to this face-up card. So there you go. And then there's Power Tool Dragon. Now I know some of you are going to be really triggered by this. I'm a little bit triggered. But Stardust Dragon is an Ace Dragon, so is Power Tool Dragon. But Power Tool Dragon is in a mini box, while Stardust was in a main box. And I don't know, a lot of people are going to be very justified in saying that that's a little bit bullshit. Why there's, you know, an Ace Dragon in a mini and an Ace Dragon in a main. But I guess the only argument you could really make that I can even see Konami could make is the fact that Stardust was like the big deal. You know, it's the main protagonist of the entire anime of all of 5Ds. And they had to put it in a main box because it was the release box, basically introducing synchros and all this other jargon that they want to throw at you. That's the only excuse I can give for them. Other than that, it's bullshit. Let's be honest here. So, level 7 machine synchro effect, 2300 attack, 2500 defense. I don't really need to explain the card. You guys have already played it probably if you've been running Leo at all when you were playing in 5Ds. So, there he is. You guys know his gimmick with equipped spells. Very cool card. Windup Warrior. Level 4 Warrior effect, 1200 attack, 1800 defense. You can target one face of Windup monster you control, increase its level by 1, and its attack by 600. Okay. Beat down Windups again? Hello? And its attack by 600. Woohoo! This effect can only be used once while this card is faceable in the field. There you go. Pretty cool little art there. Alright. And our final card. Oh, we've made it, guys. If you've made it this far, say hallelujah in the comment section below. And if you do not know how to spell it, either Google search it or just try to spell it however you feel that it sounds in your head. But yes, if you have made it to this part, say hallelujah in the comment section below. That way I know you're a true trooper. All right, here we go. So we got Windup Dog, level 3 beast effect, 1200 attack, 900 defense. During your main phase, you can increase this card's level by 2 and attack by 600 until the end phase. The effect can be used once while this face-up card is on the field. So very, very cool there. Windups, they just seem fun to play, Windups. I know we didn't get none of the broken or the really good windups, but still, really cool archetype. I definitely would like to play around with them, have a little bit of fun with that maybe. But that is all the leaks I have for you. Again, if you guys just want to look over these cards at any time, feel free to in the Datamine section, the Datamine channel in the Discord, which you can find the link to in the description below. I hope you guys all enjoyed these leaks / review. What do I think about the box? It's a fun box. It could bring a couple potential meta cards. I don't say meta changing. I definitely think Buster Blader might be very intriguing to invest into now, because I feel like some of the cards that they got really made that deck more consistent, definitely, than what it was before these cards. So we'll see what that does. We got a lot of scrap cards. Scraps are built really around putting things in the grave and special summoning a lot and recycling the cards. So we'll see what that can bring to the meta, if anything at all. We also got some, what else do we have here? We had a lot of fairy synchro support, violons and stuff like that. So we'll see if that does anything with maybe like a fairy smile deck, because we haven't really talked about fairies for a long time here on the channel. So, I mean, we'll see what happens with that. And Morphogenics definitely got a lot of support here, so we'll see what they can bring to the meta. If anything, they seem like a really fun deck now with some of their better support than they had before. I feel like they were just missing a few key pieces to be in a cool little deck, and now they got some cool pieces, so we'll see. So, anyways, I hope you guys all enjoyed. Until next time, I'll catch you guys all later. And as always, subscribe if you're new. Drop a like on the video. Let's try to hit 100 likes, because this was a lot of work on my throat. I'm feeling a little dry, but we're gonna get out of here and quench our thirst. I'll catch you guys all in the next one. Until then, peace.